What's going on there, YouTubians? This is your buddy Pete on the 2018 Honda Goldwing. And let's talk about the Heli-Bars. I just put the Heli-Bars on this last week. And I've already done, I don't know, 100 miles or so on them just to see how they feel. And for me, it's a big difference. Having the bars up and back just a little bit. One of the places I feel the most comfortable with it now is actually at lower speeds. High speeds are never a big deal, but low speeds and getting into like parking lot maneuverability has become a lot easier. For some reason my arms feel like they're short. That's one of the drawbacks of these is, you know, the Goldwing, you don't have the adjustability like you do on a lot of other bikes where the bars are bolted right to the triple tree, and yeah, you can bring them back and forward a little bit. The Goldwing allows no such adjustability. So, there's plenty of aftermarket companies that make bars or different risers. I did have Heelys on my 2007 Goldwing, so I decided to stay with them with the 2018 Goldwing because they make a good product. You know, the installation is really easy. It's probably a lot easier if you have the DCT because I gotta run the clutch line. Nothing gets in the way though. No clearance issues. They do have a thing where the center mount, sometimes it's a little too low, the center console there. So you have to adjust that a bit. What I would suggest before you go through all that trouble would be to put it all on, put your center console down, just line it up. You don't have to reinstall it, but you can at least line it up and then check underneath there for your tolerances. If it moves freely, don't worry about doing that other step. It's like they said, it's like you only have to do it if you have a problem. And I just kind of messed around with it a bit, and it's a booger to get down in there. And if you don't have to, then it's not worth it. So be careful. There's been cops out here every Saturday morning for the last 2 weeks. Maybe they heard about some guy in a Goldwing hauling through here at 20 over the speed limit. But anyway, I really like them. So there's just enough for me. So now I can actually sit back in the seat a little bit better onto the backrest without kind of being a little stretched forward, a little more upright, which is what I was looking for. But stuff like this, where it's just like, I feel a lot more in control because the bars are in a better position, So I'm not having to scooch up on the seat a little bit because I'm only 6 foot tall, but I have a 34-inch inseam, so my legs are long. Torso is not so much. My arms are normal length, I guess. So it's right here before, down here. The arms felt outstretched and down. And some of you know that have been following the channel for a while. Back in '94, I was involved in a serious motorcycle crash. I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky to have a right arm. It's all so. My right arm doesn't do that well in certain positions, so these were a definite benefit for me. But overall, good product. Super easy install. I would give it for your mechanical ability, it was like 1 to 5, maybe 1.5. The hardest part is cutting the plastic so it matches this again. And I don't have a bandsaw, so I was creatively cutting. So yeah, it's not as pretty as the picture in the magazine, but it works, and it is what it is. But I give it about a 1.5 wrench rating. Really, anybody could do it. The hardest part about this gig is with anything on this bike, you know, getting the Tupperware off, but the main trick is getting this off. And all you got to do is pop these up. I showed it in a different video when I was doing the fog lights. But that's the hardest part, and then you just pop the bars off, put the new risers on, boom, you're done. It's really that quick. I mean, the longest thing is going to be trimming that piece of plastic, which is just a nightmare if you don't have a bandsaw. So, anyway, that's about it on those. But good investment, you know, if you really want to do something for your Goldwing where you're feeling like it's just not quite where you want it, I would get the Heli-Bars. You know, of course, with anything, this is not a paid promotion. I have bought all this stuff with my own money and done it with my own time. You know, if somebody wants me to send me something for free and put it on the bike, I will gladly take it, but I will disclaim it, and I will tell you honestly that if I don't like it, you're going to know it. But the other thing I got too is the Butler Mug. I miss this thing. It's ugly, it's hideous, but it holds 32 ounces of water. And on the hot Florida days, or the way I ride, you know, if I'm on a freeway ride, I ride, you know, from full to empty. And it's a necessity. Keeps my water nice and cold. You know, it's nice. Stop at the gas station, just fill it back up with ice, grab a bottle of water. You know, boom, you're done. But good investment. Ugly as sin, but boy, does it work. And sometimes function is better than form. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk to you guys later. And this is Pete's 1800. If you do like the video, like and subscribe. We would appreciate it. Thanks.